Speaking of cool stuff, nothing like heading into a bookstore, browsing around, and finding the next best read. One local bookstore has been doing that since the 80s, and they've just opened up a brand new location. Talking about Page One, and I'm here with Steve Murado Stout, the owner of Page One Bookstore since 1981, and Melissa Jansen, who is the manager of Page One. Guys, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
Appreciate it. So glad to hear that you guys got a new location. Always been one of my favorite bookstores in Albuquerque. So you've been around since 1981. Tell us a bit about the evolution of Page One.
Yeah, Page One started out as a newsstand, 1981. We quickly added books. Soon after, we added computer software, DVDs, and became really the first multimedia store.
Wow, okay, first multimedia store.
So
That's great.
Hastings and other chains copied it. We had magazines with books. All the chains took that same model. So we really started out as a multimedia store. As those products, so software and music, were hard to market in a retail setting. We switched back to just books. And that's been our focus, books and gifts.
Right, and that's what most people in New Mexico, especially in Albuquerque, they love you guys for, is this selection of books. So now, of course, you had to find a new location. You know, a lot of people were really hoping that we'd see our doors for Page One open back up. Tell us about the process of finding that new location.
Well, one of the things that we did was we asked our customers because we thought that that would be a great way to start. And so the majority of them asked us to stay in the Northeast Heights, to stay in the neighborhood. So that's where Steve decided that he needed to find a local landlord and another local location so that we could just move on down the street.
That's great. Well, so, you know, I've been through a move. I got some bookshelves at home. Books are the hardest thing to move. I can't imagine moving a bookstore. How was that process? That must have been a very daunting task.
That was daunting.
You're absolutely right.
You have lots of friends calling up, hey, what are you doing this weekend? We got a lot of stuff to move.
We have a lot of volunteers that did help.
That's great.
And we all pulled in our spouses to help us.
I'd imagine.
And every family member that we could bribe with pizza and cookies.
Yep.
And we estimated if we were to box up all the books, it would take between 7,000 to 9,000 boxes.
Holy moly.
So we sort of came up with a joint idea. Do you want to describe how we built it?
Well, one of the things that we thought was wheels would be our saving grace. So Steve came up with the idea of putting the shelves on wheels.
Okay.
And once we got the books onto the wheeled bookshelves, we thought, wow, could we actually move the books on the shelves? Turns out you can. So a little bit of pallet wrap and a whole lot of pushing, and we got the books out the door.
Whole shelves.
Just rolled all of the
there.
books out the door.
That's great. That had to save a lot of time. So now you're in the new store. What is in store for the future of Page One?
Well, I think that we're in store for another 33 years of great book selling.
That's great.
Connecting people with books is the best part of my job. You know, the managing part, not so much fun.
Right.
It's when you get a customer come back in and say, that book you recommended changed my life.
Yeah.
Or that gift you recommended, they loved it.
Yeah.
The next challenge is, though, what else can you recommend for me? So
yeah, right,
that can,
exactly.
You
lay down the gauntlet,
it's a never-ending
That's right.
cycle, and that's, I think, where our future is. We're going to focus on books, focus on connecting them with our customers,
That's great.
and go for another 33 years.
What is this book that you're holding here? What is this?
The Day the Crayons Quit. We want to change your life.
Oh,
it's your
thank
book.
you. Well, thank you. Thank you. This is great. Thank you very much. Well, so tell us about some of the trends that we're going to see in publishing in the coming years.
One of the great things that has happened in publishing is that you don't have to wait for a publisher to discover you. Self-publishing is the next
Yeah,
big
you're
thing.
seeing a lot of that lately.
And if you can't get the attention of a major publisher, it's okay. You can publish your own book. We've got some great local books that are being published that we carry at Page One. You can come and see them. We're happy to show them to you.
That's great. Well, remind our viewers very quickly where the new location is.
We are at 5850 Eubank Boulevard Northeast. We're in the Mountain Run Shopping Center.
Fantastic. And open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Is that daily?
That is daily. For now.
Fantastic.
We're going to be expanding our hours very soon,
Very
just
cool.
while we're getting settled in.
That's right. You gotta get the wheels off of the bookshelves, get them set and ready to go. Thank you so much for coming in, folks, and head over to Page One, one of my favorite bookstores in town. We will have a link to their website at casa.com under our Casa blog.